Hi, I'm Shandi.
Hi, I'm Craig.
Hi, I'm Kylee, and welcome to the Whitmore Mansion, Part 2.
Part 2.
Welcome to the Seance.
All right,
Sorry.
I have a game for you guys today.
Okay.
I like games sometimes.
All right, we've done one of these before. We're gonna do Mad Libs. Craig,
Oh no.
give me an adjective.
Shaking.
Shandi, give me a person in the room.
Craig.
Craig, give me another adjective.
Oh no.
A describing word.
Say
A
like,
descriptor word.
Oh,
like a
Like you're
velvety
describing
or
something.
solid,
So
Blue.
blue.
Deep.
Deep is good.
Shandi, a noun.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Craig, part of the body.
Butts.
I was gonna say, is it peener?
It almost was peener,
Almost.
but then it became butts.
Shandi, noun. Person, place, or
I
thing.
know. I'm having trouble
too.
deciding. Barbie.
Ooh.
Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
I'm obsessed with Barbies.
Craig, person in the room.
Shandy.
Oh God. This better not be me.
No, go God.
Shandi, part of the body, plural.
Toes.
Craig, noun.
The
Go as
Whitmore
wild
Manor.
as you want. What?
The Whitmore Mansion.
Whitmore Mansion. Shandi, plural noun.
Roses.
Craig, an adjective.
Let's do blue.
Shandi, adjective.
Candy cane stripes.
You guys are too clean.
Well, we're using us in it, and that makes me nervous.
It's fine.
We're related. I know this is Sandy, but we're not.
Fucking just kidding.
I like that one. It's also an action word, but it's also a descriptor. Is it? I don't know.
The word
I don't know.
can mean anything you want it to mean, I think. That's how I use it anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Imagination.
Imagination. Okay, are you guys ready?
No.
The last time I went to a sleepover, a shaking pillow fight broke out. Out of nowhere, Craig grabbed their deep, fluffy Casper the Friendly Ghost and began swinging it at anyone close to them.
Poor Casper.
Poor Casper.
Oh my God.
Soon, everyone else joined in. At one point, I got hit right in the back of my butt. As soon as I recovered, I tossed my Barbie at Shandi. At Shandi's toes. I missed.
That's the worst.
Oh, thank God you missed.
Instead, I knocked over an expensive Whitmore Mansion. And my pillow split open. Roses flew everywhere, covering the room in a layer of blue feathers.
What?
Great. The math is mathing.
That's exactly how that works.
Oh yeah.
The fighting stopped when we all broke out in candy cane stripe laughter. I don't know how that would be.
How does a candy cane laugh?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
The fun ended when we realized we had to clean up the fucking mess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That sounds
That sounds
right.
Sounds about right. Good times.
Good
Good
times.
times. Good times. Okay.
No squirting knees today.
No squirting knees today.
Oh no, my device
Now
went
I'm
to sleep.
crying.
Screaming, crying, throwing up.
I hate throwing up. Does anyone else hate throwing up?
The worst.
I literally will do anything I can to not throw up, even if I really need to.
Same.
And you just like feel it in your throat and you want to die.
Well, if it's at that point, I'll just throw up. But if it's just like my stomach is upset, I'll just lay there and be like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And you feel like you need to throw up, but
Yeah.
you're like, absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Today, Satan.
Well, look at this. How have you guys been?
Good.
Good.
It's been busy,
It's
long,
been-
fun week.
A busy, long, fun week.
Busy, fun week.
I'd say just a long week. Yesterday was fun. Me and Kylee went to get our passports.
Passports.
Going on an
Pew, pew, pew.
adventure.
Oh, yeah.
An
Yeah.
out of the country adventure. Yes. I've never been out of America. It's about damn time before I die because I'm so fucking
Oh,
old.
no, Jesus.
It's about damn time. Besides our adventure, any ghost updates?
Yeah.
Ooh.
My pervy bathroom ghost burped and I thought it was Peter. And so I was like ready to like yell at him, but I look over and obviously he's not there. And through my shower curtain, you can see if someone like it's not necessarily completely see through, but it's like a thin
You can
fabric
see
and a clear
silhouettes.
plastic liner. So you can see pretty well through it.
Okay.
And there was no one there, but some man was like, ugh.
Oh, my God.
Tasty.
It's like, well, it's not a whistle. Guess this is all I get today.
Woo.
That's fun
That
though.
is,
So that's just happened this morning. Other than that, no.
yeah, no, for me too.
Same.
Womp womp. We that heard.
But
Ooh.
last weekend,
Mhm.
we had quite the adventure.
We sure
Oh, yeah.
did. It was fabulous.
We went to the historic Whitmore Manor in Nephi, Utah.
You guys can listen to our last episode and learn all about it.
Yes.
The histories.
And now we're going to bring to you our ghost stories from there. So, arrival.
Bum, bum.
It was a warm June day when we arrived at Whitmore Manor. Giddy with excitement. I was fucking stoked, bro.
Yes.
As we pulled up and stepped out of the car, I craned my neck to see the top of the house, its turrets, and its decks. This place is huge. We made our way towards the building, leaving our luggage in the car so that we could take it all in. We were excited. We just wanted to get inside. After months of anticipation and excitement, we had finally made our way to this historic and haunted place. We climbed the side stairs and crossed the creaky deck surrounded by bushes and trees and grinned from ear to ear as we turned the key in the door. In the front, a fountain bubbled, mirroring my own excitement bubbling inside my chest. A tiny garden with several tiny angel statues was at the left of the entrance, and a wraparound deck on the right. As we explored the outside, I thanked the land and land spirits for allowing us to explore this absolutely gorgeous place.
I forgot to do that.
That's okay, I did it for us. You're welcome. As we stepped inside, there was a stagnant energy, despite the fans blowing in an attempt to battle Utah's summer heat. The energy was neither bad nor good, though it was a little heavy and a little curious. As we stepped into the foyer, we greeted the spirits and entities within the mansion, telling them our names and that we were going to stay the night. We said that we were excited to share the home with them and that we intended on being respectful in their place of dwelling. After this, we split up. Chantel went upstairs, Craig to the foyer, and I towards the bathroom. Ya girls gotta piss. The downstairs entryway has 2 bathrooms literally right next to each other. This place allegedly has 13 bathrooms in total.
They were touching tips.
They were touching tips.
2 of the bathrooms are tip to tip.
Yes. One of them, however, has more of an unsettling energy than the other one does.
It's the one under the staircase.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one under the staircase.
Yeah, the one closest to the front door.
At least there wasn't a little girl in there to play with.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
No.
Like Craig's under the stairs.
Doing his business and a child just like shows up.
Oh, that's rude.
But yeah, that one significantly more unsettling feeling to it. I did my business, still grinning from ear to ear, just excited to be there.
The happiest pee ever.
The happiest pee. As I exited, I made my way to the little kitchenette to look around. The owners had a snack and breakfast and coffee self-serve station. Super cute and spooky. After I looked around the kitchenette, I made my way towards the stairs where I had my first interaction with a spirit who called themselves Deborah.
Deborah.
Deborah. An intense warmth flooded my chest as I said her name. And Craig said around the same time he felt something going on in his chest, too.
Mhm.
So that was interesting little correlation. I made my way up the creaking stairs to the second floor to explore the rooms. The upstairs has 4 accessible rooms. Room number 3 had the most unwelcome energy. It wasn't malicious. It was just very clear that whoever or whatever was in there did not want to be bothered.
Is that the lost in time room?
Yeah, room number 3.
The baby room?
Yes,
The nursery.
Yep.
The nursery.
This is the room where the historical nursery and hospital items are, including newspaper articles and a little baby.
Yeah, there's a little
Bassinet?
baby
Is that what it's
bassinet.
Like a wooden bassinet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that rocks. So
Yes.
Oh, can you imagine if
is it
you were
a
in
cradle?
there?
Is it more of a
It might be more of a
cradle?
cradle.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you like slept in there and it started
It started
rocking? I
rocking.
would
It probably
freak
would
out.
start
It
rocking.
was rocking, I'm sure, all night long.
Chantel, Craig, and I met up and made our way into the basement, which had a very different feel to it than the rest of the house. I didn't have any paranormal experiences during this first jaunt to the basement, but Chantel said she heard a voice say, "We could push her," at the top of the stairs.
And
Yeah,
then
that
were
freaked
they
me
like
out.
laughing?
Yeah, they were laughing.
Like it was a joke.
Like
it was
silly, goofy,
yeah. After a little more exploring, Shandi and Peter arrived. Yay!
We were late. We had to drop
a child.
a child, Lucifer, off
Aw.
at Uncle Chasey Pooh's.
Chasey.
Hi, Chase.
Hi, Chase.
Hi, Chase.
Oh my gosh. And it was time for Explore the House Part 2 when they arrived. We started in the billiard room and did a formal welcome and hello from all of us to the house.
And Chantel kept telling me I almost sat on someone on the couch, but I needed to sit on that exact spot. It was calling my name.
Yeah.
And I had to sit there.
Yeah,
Apparently-
they'll move.
Or we'll sit together.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's what it was. Like she was picking up that while you were picking up what you were like feeling.
maybe.
Maybe.
While we were doing our little welcome, I felt a warm, adult-sized hand wrapped around my left forearm. An interesting aside about this is just like theory, tinfoil hat, I don't know. During our Estes method with Peter in that same room, on that same couch, the being that we were talking to mentioned sickness and scarlet fever. The hand I felt wrap around my arm on the couch was very warm, maybe feverish. Same entity?
Same entity.
Same entity, perhaps?
Now I just want to call it an entity forever.
The
Entity.
entity.
That entity over there doesn't touch my arm.
Oh, it was warm.
It was warm.
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 Oh no, what are we?
From Utah. That's what we are.
Sanpete County, Utah.
Sam Pay. Oh no.
We made our way upstairs a second time. As we looked around all of the rooms again, taking pictures and videos and just doing some general yapping, I noticed a black figure go into room number 3. The same room that felt unwelcoming earlier, the same room with the little baby bassinet thingy. I followed it, thinking it was someone in our group, as we were all dressed in black. So
Are you?
it could have been any one of us, though it was more Peter size, so that's who I thought it was. I found the room empty. Everyone else was in room numbers 1 and 2 at the time. We brought in all of our luggage after exploring and started up the spirit chat and sat out the dead bell. We explained how they worked to the spirits and how they could interact with them during our first round with the spirit chat. It talked a lot about California.
And it said some names, I think.
It said some names.
It did.
It said Los Angeles. It mentioned some hospital-related things as well.
And the family that built the mansion ended up moving to Los Angeles County. Not to LA itself, but to the county.
The county.
To the county.
It also let us know that we were loud.
It did. We are loud.
It's true, we are loud.
Yes. After dinner, we went to dinner at a yummy Indian place. And when we got back, the activity started to ramp up.
Because we started recording.
We did. We started to record part 1 of the podcast. And we had a couple of paranormal occurrences. Do we want to talk about them now, or do we want to jump back to that?
It's up to you.
Okay. Maybe we'll jump back to that after we've all talked about our experiences. Yeah. After recording, we went upstairs to explore some strange sounds that occurred during the recording, only to find everything just the way we left it. Peter brought the EMF detector, and we found a spot that spiked the meter right at the top of the stairs, at about the height of a human.
And it was super weird because there was nothing electrical around it. And we would hold a phone up to it. Didn't do it. We held it to electrical things.
And it didn't spike that.
No, it was like right in the middle of the hallway.
It was like
free
a
space.
pillar, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just like going off and for 5 minutes. And then he went back up to that spot and nothing. As the night went on, I noticed shadows and movement out of the corner of my eye. The dead bell went off a couple of times, only the lights.
Not the bell.
Not the bell. Shandi did a reading for the house, pulling some oracle cards.
Yeah, I recorded that. I should post that on TikTok.
Yeah.
YouTube.
We did a little more wandering and partaking of snacks, and then we jumped into some some Estes method sessions. During my experience with the Estes method, a couple of things happened. I was potentially talking to a spirit who called themselves Roderick, who passed in 2013 in a motor vehicle accident.
That was wild.
That was wild. During the session, as Roderick made themselves known, I saw a black orb approach the couch that I was sitting on, and it felt as if something sat down beside me, though nobody was there. Roderick stated that they were just passing through Nephi.
We also saw, or I saw the orb pass by her as well.
And Chantel said
Chantel,
she
yeah.
saw like an actual pair of like black pants,
Like
pair
a-
of legs wearing black pants.
Yeah.
Yes. Between the Estes method sessions, we spent some more time on the front deck admiring the house in all of its glory. After a couple of sessions, we went to the kitchenette to toast our 1-year Pod-Aversary with cupcakes and champagne. We offered a cupcake, a cookie, and a drink to the spirits of the house and any entities passing through that wished to partake. I'm so grateful to have been doing this for 1 year with you guys.
Me too.
It's been such a wonderful experience.
It has. It's been so good to get to know you guys better and outside of just like the whole family getting together.
100. After a little more chatting and exploring, we changed into pajamas.
As one does.
Sure
Gotta be
did.
cozy.
As I was getting into my pajamas in room number 4, I heard a man's voice from the corner of the room say, "Night."
I didn't know that happened.
Oh, I thought I told you. Maybe I just told somebody. I don't know.
You told me.
I've forgotten.
Maybe
too.
it was a busy, lots of stuff was going on.
Lots of moving parts because there was 5 of us.
Yes. We went back downstairs and hung out in the foyer on the couch for a while, and then turned in for the night at around 1:30, 2 a.m. As I was lying in the bed in room 4, I felt a sensation on my back moving and tingling. I told the being to stop because I was trying to sleep. 2 a.m. is way past my grandma bedtime, and I was ready to go to sleep. The sensation immediately stopped, and I slept soundly for the rest of the night, except for a few times when the air conditioner kicked on. When I woke, Craig, Chantel, and I wandered around a little more and did a few EVP sessions. We unfortunately did not capture anything on these. We went across the street to the Haven coffee shop and drank our coffee on a cute little table on the front porch of the Whitmore Mansion. Then we packed our bags, said goodbye. I would love to go back there.
I
Yeah.
know.
I would
Same,
love to
same.
go back there.
Even if it's just like, hey, you guys have the run of the house for an hour just to chat with the people and check in and see how everyone's doing.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, and do some more in-depth investigation and get more cameras and equipment for the next time.
That was a very great learning experience for sure.
It was a
For
great
us.
learning experience.
We're not like ghost hunters.
No.
We don't have to go find them. They find us.
Yes.
So
The ghosts hunt us.
Yeah, that's a thing we don't usually have to go do unless we're just farting around in my basement trying to figure out more about the gates.
Yeah.
The entity that's in the room where I keep all my reselling toys. I sell vintage toys on the internet.
Yay. But yeah, it was a really great experience. I'm super grateful that we were able to do that. And it was so much fun.
It was so good.
So good.
It was just the best time.
Yeah.
I don't think I had had that much fun in a long time. I needed that.
It was so good. It
was
was
so
so good.
It's such a good way to celebrate a year of getting to know you guys better, a year of all these awesome people. Like, I can't believe people listen to us. Yeah.
I
know.
know.
It's so cool. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. We got our first person in Hawaii.
Oh, that was exciting.
That was so exciting. We have almost collected all the states.
Gotta catch them all, Pokemon.
And we've got so many people from other countries. It's so cool.
So cool.
We've got some people in Germany that really like us. It's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yes, and the UK.
The UK.
Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all over the place.
All
Thank you.
over.
Thanks for
And if we
listening.
didn't say where you're from, sorry, but we love it.
We
that you
still
listen to us.
love that
Yeah.
you listen to us.
I can't say that I love you because I don't know you,
Mm-hmm.
but I love your support.
Oh, wait.
We do love your support. And we would love to get to know you through your ghost stories.
Yes.
Would.
Do you want to send us your ghost stories? You can
You
send them. You should. You can send them to seancewithmysiblings@gmail.com.
Send us all the ghost
All the ghost stories.
pics, ghost, all of it.
Have you met Squatch?
Mm.
Yeah, cryptid stories, UFO stories, anything strange and unusual.
No matter how short.
Yeah.
My therapist really needs some UFO stories so he knows where to go sit so he can see a UFO. I'm trying to help him out.
Oh, hell yeah.
Does he want to see a UFO?
That's amazing.
Fun. That's fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway,
All right, who's next?
So, initial feelings. Pulling up to the Whitmore Mansion, there were feelings of high excitement and anticipation. Stepping onto the old pine porch, you'd hear the creaks of the stairs, made by the vast amounts of people that had walked the same steps 126 years ago to now. We were all stepping into the mammoth presence of a warm, sometimes welcoming estate from nurses, businessmen, church leaders, Zach Baggins, music students, Baggins.
He spelled it with a Z, like
Zach
Baggins.
Baggins.
For funsies.
Yeah, for fun. Because you gotta spice it up with Zach. I think I spelled his name wrong too.
That's okay.
Just the AK.
he'll never know.
Halloween? No.
No.
Okay.
I think I should probably, like, if Aaron needs some trauma therapy, hit me up, but...
He's so traumatized.
Aaron, go into that dark hole.
Aaron.
You know, almost getting murdered.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Scary. The Whitmores themselves. People seeking a thrill, and people coming and going in mundane ways to what they may view as their beautiful home. You can hear the water of the fountain flowing to the left of the front door by the garden. The vast greenery and long-standing trees surrounding the mansion entice you to feel lost in time, almost separate from the physical world around it. I felt the presence of being watched and the energy of curiosity and the stirring of a home that was sat without guests that weren't the caretakers, taking us in as much as we were taking them in. Initially, I felt energies and I had opened up my mind to be more spiritually open compared to how I'm already, like, just seeing ghosts and, like, experiencing supernatural entities and stuff like that. I tried to tune it in a little, kind of, like, fine-tune that and really be open to the experiences of any of the ghosts.
I feel like I had such a hard time being open because there was just so much, like, I was so overly excited and we're all very loud. It was just hard. I didn't feel very centered. It was really hard for me.
Not a single one of us can be quiet to save our lives.
No.
No.
But yeah.
Ghosts even told us.
Yeah, they're like, you're
they're,
loud.
like, loud.
Loud.
I think
On the spirit
they
box.
tell us multiple times.
They
Yeah,
told us
a
multiple
lot.
on the spirit chat. They said like loud or you're not listening or never quiet.
Yeah, never quiet. Oh, that was so wild.
That was hilarious.
Yes, okay. So, I did, upon, like, entering the home, like, and talking to the spirits and entities, I stated my name and intentions as well as respect for the space. The first ghost I saw was my sister, or so I thought. In the foyer, there was a little girl that resembled Chantel. I thought it was Chantel because it was like her height, blonde hair, and this must have been around the same time she was upstairs and Kylee was pissing. Yeah. I saw this little girl ghost just walking behind me, and like I turned around like, oh, Chantel. Like, I didn't know you were, like, in here. And it was just nothing. Nothing was there. I didn't see that specific ghost in that same area again. Then I went upstairs and I could hear footsteps walking behind me, whether they're going up or down. And at the top of the stairs, I also got a feeling of what if you were just, like, pushed. At the top of the main stairs, not the basement stairs like Chantel's was. And that Chantel's was also. I think
No,
Chantel's
Chantel's was
well,
the basement.
The basement. I got that sensation of just you're standing too close to the stairs. Like, was the feeling. And I was like, oh shit, okay, backed away. I also experienced just seeing orbs and shadowy figures out of the corner of my eye, the usual stuff.
The usual.
The usual. The everyday things that you see. There's a spring and it's springing. Okay, it's sprung.
Sprung.
It's sprung. Then I went downstairs. After exploring the upstairs a little bit, we went downstairs, and it did feel a little more heavy in the basement compared to the rest of the house. It felt like a man's presence, especially in that first
The first
like little
entryway.
room where there was like a little desk and
There was a trunk in that room, and that trunk had some
Weird
a
energy.
lot of
weird,
the
icky,
basement.
heavy energy. I was like, no thanks, trunk.
Yeah.
I will not be
We're
standing
not
next to you.
opening you. We're not none of that.
I mean, I did want to open it because that's just my nature, but
There could have been haunted dolls.
A body.
haunted dolls would have been great. I'd be like, and you're coming home with me.
You're mine now. Oh yeah. Ooh, oh my god. The bathroom
Oh,
in the basement, which didn't have a toilet.
It was just
it
a
was
tub.
just a tub like in the floor. You can see all these pictures on our social media, by the way. Like we took so many pictures and videos. Just like go check them out at Seance with my siblings' social medias. Yeah. Okay. But that bathroom just felt so like constricted and like heavy, and I didn't want to go in initially.
initially.
Initially, that word, that one. That's the word.
Enter-T initially.
It was entity-ing. Okay. But Kylie and I stood there, and you also felt like how heavy it was feeling. And yeah, the basement was just like so.
Basement.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
A little odd.
exactly.
Yeah.
A
Well, they
basement.
have escape rooms in that basement, so I think that adds to some weird energy down there.
Oh, yeah.
For
And
sure.
I bet like the entities and spirits will sometimes be residual energy from all the things that are going on because it's like a haunted house.
Yeah, during the
In
spooky
October
season,
seasons.
they do like candlelit tours, and some of the tours they have some scare. You can choose to have ones that have scare actors that are coming and jumping out at you.
Oh yeah. 'Tis fun times.
Tis a fun time.
It's a very fun time.
And I also saw after like leaving the basement later on in the day, it was before my Estes method, there was a girl on the stairs. I think Chantel also saw her. Like, was it Deborah?
Deborah.
Yeah, it must have been Deborah.
Kylee. Did you see her, Kylie, or just feel her and hear her?
I felt her and heard her.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Deborah. She was like just walking down the stairs, looking towards the like
Foyer.
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 The foyer.
Foyer.
And like is that where the pool table was? Or is that
Billiard
like
room.
That's the billiard
that? Yeah,
room.
it was looking towards the billiard. Billiard?
Billiard.
Billiard. Oh my god, words, Jesus Christ. Woo.
It's fine.
Okay.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Thanks.
Keep going, bunny.
Hell yeah. But yeah, she was like looking in that general direction. It looked like she was like gliding down the stairs. So like it wasn't like a stepping motion.
What'd she look like?
She was in a white dress, and the one I saw, her hair was like blonde, but like almost it looked dirty blonde, I guess, is the best way I would
It's more
describe
like
it.
Chantel's color.
Yeah, a little bit of Chantel's color. And I wonder if that's the same one I saw.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, she was just like gliding down the stairs. So those stairs just had a lot of energy because you'd hear them, people following us
There's
up and
that
down.
god awful mirror on
Right in the
stairs.
top.
I hate the mirror. I hate that mirror. It feels horrible.
It does. All the mirrors in the house were kind of like messing with me a little bit. I was like, And in the little kitchen area, there was 2 mirrors facing each other, which created a portal to hell. Just kidding.
As to Zach.
as Zach-
To Zach, yeah.
And his fraudulent medium that he had on the show.
Hell yeah. Bum bum Zach. Okay.
Bum bum
Bum bum
Zach.
Zach. Thumbs down. Just kidding. We enjoy his content.
I don't.
It's funny. It's funny.
I don't.
He's so dramatic.
And that.
I feel like we do mention him way too much, though.
Well,
Yeah.
we do. Sorry, Zach. Well, he's just one of the most prolific ghost hunters.
Mm-hmm.
And how
Allegedly.
many seasons of this
500.
ghost adventures?
75. Just kidding, I don't know.
No, there's a lot.
There's a
and
lot.
then he has all those spin-off shows too. So it's just his content is just so invasive.
Yeah.
It's just everywhere.
And we like grew up watching Mr. Dank Baggins.
Oh, and then later we did the Estes method. I started first. I said a lot of words relating to like California and like hospitals, Los Angeles, and which were all like relating to the mansion, which was cool to like have that confirmation there. And I later that night, around like the 2 a.m. mark, felt as if I was being tucked into my bed, and it felt like a small animal or small child was stepping on the bed. Like, you know that feeling if you
Did
have...
it feel like cat-like or like kid-like?
Yeah, petite, and like, it felt more cat-like, but it was heavy, which is
Okay.
worse. A big cat.
So
A big
a fat cat or a
Mm.
smallish dog?
Maybe it was whatever brushed Shandy's leg. But why is it tucking you in?
Yeah, why is the dog tucking
Maybe
me
it
in?
wasn't that tucking you in. I don't know. I wasn't there. What do you think?
Yeah, describe
I
your
think-
experience
okay.
in depth.
Yes.
Please.
So I was like in between sleeping and being awake, basically. And I just like, at first, I felt what felt like feet stepping on me, like starting at my feet. So like kind of coming up the bed towards me higher to tuck me in all snug. But yeah, and then it just like felt kind of like heavy and like compression, and it felt like under my ribs and under my legs. It didn't like tuck my face in. Like,
Oh,
thank
that
God,
would be
I would have
awful.
died. Oh, that would have been the worst.
I swear I will banish you if you try to tuck my
Absolutely.
face in.
No.
Don't tuck my face in. I'm not safe under the covers
I
anymore.
will get all of the rocks and all of the sage and all of the moon water, and you will be
Blasted away.
Yeah,
Destroyed.
be done.
Obliterated.
And Chantel had the same experience,
Yep.
didn't she?
Chantel felt tucked in too, which was wild because, like she said, it was around the same time as me, which was fun. So, and like the bed was like huge, enormous.
It was a big bed.
Mm-hmm.
These rooms are so fancy. They're so cool.
It's so, so pretty.
It's so pretty.
So the room that me and Peter stayed in the bathroom, there's a fucking mirror like above the sink and then one on the opposite wall behind it. And I was like, you guys, why are you doing
Why are
this?
you-
Another portal to
Portals.
hell.
No, right in my room. Ugh, just
Rude.
kidding. It was fine.
People, I really don't like. I know mirrors can be portals, but not every
Right.
single mirror, and not every mirror facing another mirror is a portal.
Only when they're glowing in the night in your hotel room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not this hotel.
No.
Have you told that story on the podcast?
I don't know. Maybe.
But
What else, Craig?
I think that's about it for me. Apart, like, because we had the experiences together that we saw stuff. But, like, my own personal ones, it was really just, like, seeing Deborah.
Deborah.
Sorry,
Debs.
Deborah. Please. Sorry.
The Deb.
The Debs. She was on the stairs and in that foyer. That's a word. And, yeah, she was in those two places. I was tucked in, saw a bunch of orbs and shadowy figures and noises, like the obvious like creakings when no one's above you, like because the wood is so loud. And I'm sure a lot of it was the stairs too, like ghost
They were
walking.
so
Yeah,
loud. There
so
is
loud.
no being quiet on those stairs.
But yeah, those were my experiences.
Those hand-carved oak stairs that are so
Gorgeous.
beautiful.
And these ones are very old
Old.
cool.
and have had a lot of stuff happen.
Yeah. They're one of the only original stairs. They had a bunch of stairs downstairs going upstairs, but they got rid of a bunch of them.
Yeah, it's had many lifetimes.
Yes.
It's been many different things.
Many. Check
Which
out
was-
part 1.
And the house itself, called Lost in Time. That's what it's called.
Like
That's how you
INN.
can, yeah, like an inn that you stay in.
Yes.
And that's how you can find it on the internet. And they have a good website.
They do.
They do. It's got all the history.
Very
Yes.
informative.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So, a bucket list item was crossed off my personal list when we stayed at the Whitmore overnight. I have dreamed about renting out the whole house for so long, but never thought it would actually happen. Overall, the experience was 10 out of 10. If there was ever an opportunity to stay there again or just even go back and communicate with the spirits who live there, I would do it. I did hope to see the woman in white, which did not happen. I was hoping for some sort of full body apparition, and it did not happen. Which, is understandable. That isn't something that happens for me on the regular. I think the most disappointing thing was we couldn't have access to the third floor or part of the second floor. I think it was cool that we were allowed in some parts of the basement. That room with only a tub was unsettling. That trunk in the first room of the basement was also unsettling. I won't name names, but one of us completely freaked out doing the Estes method in the basement. They were very unsettled. They did not love it. Most interesting thing that happened was the footsteps upstairs and the front door opening while we recorded. So you can hear that, us talking about it happening during the first episode of this. I just wish we would have had like a camera on the door. It was so wild.
It was so wild.
We're
Now
just
we know.
sitting, like, none of us are anywhere near the front. And Peter, the big strong man that I married to, he's the one that closed the door, and he's like particular about things like that. So I really believe it was latched tightly because, you know, I know him very well, and he's weird about things like that. Like he'll triple check.
There was a series of things that happened in succession that
Like we heard footsteps upstairs. Wait, did the door open?
So what happened? In order,
Yes.
from my recollection,
I have no recollection.
we were sitting, and I think the door opened first. Then we heard the knocking.
Oh, I forgot about the
Yeah.
knocking.
The knocking got edited out.
I don't
on
think I even
Podbean,
heard it.
but you can hear it clearly on the video that we have on YouTube.
Riverside had some technical
Riverside had
difficulties.
some technical
So I guess we
difficulties.
did too, because they did.
So we're back.
Okay, here we go. Let's try to get this done.
Yes.
I'm from Minnesota.
Minnesota. Canadian.
Don't you know?
Everything-
Sorry, Minnesota.
We love you. You have the Mall of America that I really want to go to someday.
Real bad.
Real bad.
You look like the 4th of July.
Makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we just kind of summarized the happenings during when we recorded our first episode of the Whitmore Mansion, right? So I think for me, the second most interesting thing was the feeling that of a dog running under my legs when it was my turn to do the Estes method. Like I moved my legs up. Like it was so wild because it felt like something so real was running by, like such a swoosh of energy.
And we caught it on camera.
Luckily, like not luckily, but unluckily, you couldn't see whatever ran under my legs, just me reacting to it.
Yeah.
So, let's see. You guys went to get water, and me and Peter were just there waiting because the house was locked, so we couldn't get in. And I was just gazing up at the third floor to the turret room, and I saw a white mist. And that is really the only thing I actually visually saw. There's just like a white mist that came up to the windows, like it was peeking out to see who was there, and then it just like moved away.
The room I slept in all alone.
Ooh, Kylie's a badass. It was above the room.
It was
in
above the
Halloween.
room.
The third
Oh, like
floor.
the kids' room.
Yeah, yeah. The room we couldn't fucking get to.
Womp womp.
I know. Overall, the vibes of the house are so gentle and welcoming. I had the best sleep. I'm kind of mad I slept in so long. But that dang bed was so comfortable, and there was no cat jumping all over me wanting mommy kitten snuggle time at 5 a.m. and 4 a.m. and 3:30 a.m. Thank you, Marilyn Meow Meow. So what do you listeners think? Would you spend the night at the Whitmore Mansion?
Yes.
You should, if you get the opportunity.
If you ever get the opportunity, even just to go on a tour, do it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Every tour I've ever been on there has been really good. Probably the silliest time was the last time we went and had a tour there.
Yeah. And I thought it would be kind of fun to talk about our past experiences on our tours there.
Ooh. Okay, so the last time we all went, were you there with us, Craig, or were you in Arizona?
Don't think I was there that time. No,
Arizona.
yeah, I was in
I think you were in
Arizona.
Arizona. So it was me and Kylee and Chantel and
And
Peter and Mom and Luke and Zave.
Yes.
And the room that Kylee slept in. we had an interesting experience. Like when we got up to that room, I just had this instant feeling like I needed to walk through it and stand in this very specific spot by the bed. And while I was standing there, something started rubbing the back of my neck.
Ooh.
Turns out it was either George Whitmore or John that George Whitmore killed.
Yeah, there have been reports of people like seeing those two both sitting. There's like a little table in that room in the little turret section, and people have like seen
Seen
two
them there.
men sitting there.
And Chantel, that night that we were all there on a tour, she said she saw them, and she said she saw him touching my neck. I don't know. Anyway, so that was fun. And it's funny, I've never had an experience like that there before, but every time I've toured before, I had red hair.
And they like blondes.
And they like blondes. So I finally had the right hair color.
They're like, ooh, finally, a blonde.
blonde.
So
Yeah. Have you had any experiences there before our adventure, Craig?
The only other time I've been there was when we were on was it a ghost tour? Or it was like just like the haunted house walkthrough, basically.
Okay.
It definitely felt super duper heavy, a lot more heavy than this last experience, especially when we weren't in the basement. So I didn't like experience anything though. It was just like the feeling, and it was October, so
Yeah.
could have been that too.
Well, and I don't know if this is like everyone, but like when I walk into a house, I can like tell when it's haunted.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
when there's some energy, especially if it's like, oh, I'm curious about you. Who's here?
Yeah.
Like Brett's salon.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a man there.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
He lurks in a doorway.
Oh, the worst.
The worst.
And he won't say anything to me, but he did like rush by my neck and try to like startle me. And I was like, yeah, try harder.
Try harder. Yeah. My one experience previous to this was we were in actually like the nursery room and I felt something like tugging on my pant leg.
That's right.
Yeah. Like a little kid on like if you've ever had a kid tug your pants or clothing, that's what it felt like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also wanted to talk a little bit about just like our 1 year and our adventures getting
It has
here.
been a year.
It has been one whole year.
And what? This is our 56th episode?
This is our 56th episode. Yeah. So 1 year and 56 episodes
Oh
deep.
yeah.
Woohoo!
We've come a long way.
We have.
We have come a long way.
We have a studio now.
We have a studio now.
We're
In-
still working on the echoiness. We know. We're sorry.
Yes. In the Beninging, we...
And the what?
The Beninging. Have you guys
In the
not seen-
beginning.
It's a meme.
Oh.
The Beninging. In the beginning, we were all recording at my kitchen table with one microphone. One microphone.
Using GarageBand.
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 Yes. So, Buttered Muffin
Oh.
on TikTok asked us, what did you guys do to start your first podcast? Any pointers?
It's really
Some videos about how to do it and what you do and like picking a name. That's, I think, was one of the first things we did was we came up with a name and like what we're going to yap about.
yeah, we
Yeah.
brainstormed. It's really about just starting. Like it's really hard to get to that point sometimes too, and you just
Yeah,
kind of have to like
Especially
send
if
it.
you're scared, you're like, well, I don't know if I want to put myself out there. I don't know, like, what if no one listens? Like, so what if no one listens? Then
Yeah.
you don't have to be embarrassed.
Stuff for fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone does listen.
Yeah. But, yeah. Oh gosh, I'm forgetting her name now. There were two people that I would recommend watching on YouTube. One of them is the Creators Club podcast. And the other one, I should have written her name down because now I can't remember it. But maybe I'll find it and like put it in the show notes. Pointers about podcasting.
If you think it's something you're really serious about, try to just get an adequate microphone. And it's kind of an investment, but maybe then you'll be more likely to stick with it if you have some skin in the game because you put a little bit of money into it. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just my personal experience.
Yeah. And honestly, just have like fun with it.
Yeah.
It's
so
not that deep.
No.
It's
unless
not that deep.
you are talking about really serious topics, which we are not. Thankfully.
Most of
For
the
the most
time.
part.
we are a
yeah.
we're a fun distraction unless we're popping off about the patriarchy.
Yeah. What was your favorite episode and your least favorite episode?
I really loved episode 50 that we just did. That was haunted like dolls,
Oh,
where I
that
talked
was
about
so fun.
Annabelle.
That one was
That
fun.
one was really good. I really liked that one.
What was your favorite, Shand?
My most favorite was one of our episodes that I'm like heartbroken that has like hardly any downloads because I thought it was so good. It was our haunted theme parks episode.
That was so fun.
Episode 18?
Yep, episode
Episode
18,
18.
Haunted Amusement Parks. I felt like specifically, I thought we all did a good job, but you had stuff about Universal Studios that I didn't know, and it was so cool.
Yeah.
And I'm not telling you what it is because you need to go
You
need
have
to
to
go
go and
listen.
listen.
Make my black little heart happy and go listen to that episode, please.
I did really like that one, but I
So
think
good.
my favorite one was the Night of the Living Yule Beasts.
That one was
That
so
was
fun.
so
That was
fun.
fun.
I love the Yule Cat.
Yeah, that was episode 29. Least favorite episodes. Shandy and I share a hatred for episode 19, based on a true story.
And not that the information isn't really cool, because it is. It's not that. It's that, like, Craig had stuff come up and that was conflicting, so he couldn't record. And so it was just me and Kylee. And were we trying to use Riverside for the first time? And it just didn't. It looked like it was recording,
But it wasn't.
it wasn't. And then they couldn't, like Riverside, we contacted this customer support and everything. And they're like, we have no record of it. But there was like, it was like a blank. It was so weird.
It was so weird. And then we tried again. We recorded this, I'm so sorry for your ear holes, 3 times. 3 separate times.
And it
the
didn't
second time we recorded, we tried like our usual way. And I don't even remember what happened with that one.
It still was like corrupt.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
the
Yeah.
files were corrupt.
Yeah. And then finally, when Craig was able to join us,
It was like work now.
Yeah,
I was like, oh yeah, now that you're all 3 together, here we go.
here
can
we
finally-
go.
But like having to, and I just feel like the first time we recorded it, we said different jokes, and it was just a little bit more.
It was so
fun.
good.
Yeah,
The
like
first
we
time
had
was so
silliness in
good.
it that we didn't by the third time.
By the third time, we were a little jaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Craig did great though. 'Cause
Yeah.
it
I was
only
like,
the first time.
Good job, Craig.
But yeah, that episode is cursed.
Yeah, I would still go listen to it, but it was a shit show
Well, for us.
for us. Yeah.
Maybe I'll hear the curses. Yeah. If you hear any spiritual activity, send it to us.
All right. What was your least favorite episode, Craig?
Ooh, I would have to say. Okay. Was it the first one that we had to record a couple times?
Our very first.
It was like the
episode?
third or what one was that?
The one where we were
What,
talking about
Mothman.
like what got it, like our favorite paranormal things. Yeah, that was your Mothman.
Yeah, Mothman.
And I did Mercy Brown, and Shandy did
I don't know.
a haunted doll, I think.
Probably.
No, you
not.
did scary stories to tell in the dark.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
what got us
Into it. Yeah, so I was vampires.
paranormal.
Shandy was scary stories.
Or maybe it wasn't Mothman. It must have been it was like one of the first 3 episodes. It wasn't that it was like bad or anything, or like not fun to do. It was just like often I think like getting into something new is what it was for me. Just like that little learning period for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could go ghost hunting anywhere in the whole entire world, where would you want to go?
The catacomb.
Girl, that's what I wrote on mine too. The Paris catacombs. Sorry, I just like screamed in everyone's ears, but I was really excited.
That or I couldn't decide between the catacombs and Disneyland. Like
Ghost hunting at Disneyland, like after hours. Can you imagine?
if you had the park to yourself and you could just sit over on Tom Sawyer's Island or wherever the hell you wanted.
Ooh,
That would be amazing. Yeah, like
that
any
would be
theme
so
park
good.
would be so cool to go
That would be
at.
so cool.
Ghost hunting at Lagoon after hours.
Oh
would
my
be so fun.
gosh. That place is haunted.
It's haunted AF.
It's haunted AF. Craig's, I think we've talked about this on Shandy's favorite episode 18. Craig talks about his like ghost that he saw there and stuff. Yeah.
Lagoon.
Lagoon. Yeah.
Lagoon.
What is your favorite ghost or cryptid that we've talked about on the podcast?
I am
Mothman.
scared of cryptids.
Mothman.
I don't like cryptids.
I think my favorite ghost was the church grim.
Ooh.
And my favorite cryptid was the ones we did like very first, the Kentucky grave digger.
The snallygaster.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about podcasting?
Getting to yap with you hooligans.
Yeah.
And just like having so much fun.
And I've learned, it's been so fun to learn about you guys and to spend time together. And I think that's my favorite part. And that I get to learn, you know, just some people that love the paranormal and spooky stuff just as much as I do.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Just,
And getting to learn about all the spooky things in the world.
yes.
Yes.
And researching is super fun. Just like learning in general, just all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watching Zach Baggins for Science.
For science.
This is what not to do.
But seriously, for the Whitmore Mansion, I did watch that episode of Ghost Adventures again. I just felt bad that they made it seem like there's so much darkness in that house, and there's not. It's so beautiful and lovely and just delightful.
Yeah.
There still goes.
After 1 year, what would you go back and tell yourself at the beginning?
You need more than one microphone that works, and this is why it's not working, and you need a mixer.
Yes.
You need to have Peter research now.
I would also tell myself like not to stress the small stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was about to
Yeah.
say. Yeah, 100%.
I don't, so.
I do.
I know.
I do.
I
I
know.
really, really do. I'm like such a perfectionist, and I just really, really want this to be good because I love this podcast so much, and I love you guys so much.
Oh, I
Me
love
too.
you so much, too.
And it's like my baby. Like this podcast is
We
like my
birthed it.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel that way too, but I am so old and tired and stressed out from normal life stuff. I don't have anything in me to worry about things.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
Yeah.
Hell
You'll
yeah.
get there, everyone who's worried. Like in my 20s, I worried about everything all the time. And now I'm like, oh, is anyone dying? No? Cool. I'm not going to worry about it then. Is someone bleeding to death or starving? No? Cool.
Cool.
Do you need something right now? No? Fine.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think I hyper focus on it a little bit, and I'm like really, I want it to be aesthetically pleasing, and I want it to look nice, and I want it to sound nice,
Well, yeah.
and I get a little like in my head about it, and like it doesn't even sound or look bad. I just, yeah.
I mean, sometimes it might sound bad.
Sometimes.
So we had some rough episodes, but
We
I think
do.
we're getting better.
Oh yeah.
Oh, jeepers.
Jeepers.
Any final notes? That's a cute case.
I know, isn't it so cute? I love
cute.
ghost face.
I'm wearing ghost face earrings. You probably
I
can't
know.
see them.
I'm wearing a shirt with the cats on it, and all the cats are a horror movie character, and they're on a cat tower. And this
I
is like
love
one
that
of my
shirt.
favorite shirts.
I like Craig's shirt
I'm
too.
wearing the
Yeah,
Lost Boys
Lost
shirt.
Boys.
Vampires.
Oh, I got the Lost Boys Monster Highball.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We're trying to get some merch. So I did like a sample and it says,
It's so cute.
It's
It's
our
so cute.
faces.
If you want a shirt with our faces on it.
it says, welcome to the seance. And we're working on getting that up and on the website and just different things. We got to troubleshoot some things, make sure that we're using like an ethical provider and all of that
Right.
fun stuff.
If we found a local screen printer, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
We're just figuring this all out, and we want to make sure it's quality. So, like, I know Creeps and Crimes have had a hard time finding a printer, a screen printer that once you wash it, I think they were having problems with the fabric.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, I don't want someone to spend their hard-earned money
And
on
then
something, and then you wash it one time and it disintegrates.
Yeah.
Or the print comes off.
Yeah.
It gets like flaky and like
Yeah,
cracked. And,
yeah.
Yeah. We want it to be good. We want it to be ethically sourced. We want it to be sustainable.
We want it to not suck.
We want it to not suck.
We want
yeah.
people to be happy.
Yeah. Yes.
And we want there to not be child
Yeah, ethically.
labor involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. or enslaved labor involved.
Mm-hmm.
Even if that means we learn how to screen print ourselves.
Yeah.
Yes. Which honestly, like, I hoard hobbies like a dragon hoards gold. So, I mean, at this point,
You're like, bet.
might as well.
I can do it.
I can do it. Any final thoughts about the Whitmore, about the podcast?
This has been a fun ride. I can't believe it's already been a year.
I know.
It's flown by, and I can't believe people are like, we are starting to get to the point where we get at least a few downloads every day. Like Wednesdays and Thursdays, we usually get a lot.
Yeah.
And then, we'll get like little trickles every day.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I
Yeah.
just can't. It's so fun, and I want to
so
hear from
fun.
you guys. Like,
Yeah.
Do.
we feel
Even
like we're
if you don't
screaming-
have a... Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's okay. I feel like we're screaming into the void. So even if you just want to say hi,
Yeah.
or like, tell us about your cat
Yeah.
or your
Yeah.
dog. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or just, about
Comment
why you
on-
love the paranormal or how you're hoping to have an experience, and we can give you some things to try. Ooh, and suggestions for episodes, you guys.
Ooh,
Yeah, what do you
yes,
want
that'd
to
be
hear
so fun.
about? We want to do some episodes where it's just your guys' ghost stories too. Like, I love hearing other people's ghost stories. Like,
They can be so creepy.
especially too when they like line up with things that you've experienced or like validating.
I think it's so wild that it doesn't matter where you live in this whole wide world of ours. The same shit is happening everywhere.
Oh,
Yeah. It's so cool. Yeah, it's just like, and like cryptids that are like seen all over the place. Like, so cool.
Like different varieties of
Varieties,
Bigfoots.
yeah.
All right, big feetses.
Big feet.
Pizzas. Yeah.
Yeah,
We have socials.
We
we
do.
do.
We have a TikTok.
And if you want to see our Estes Method sessions, go to the Tiki-Taki. I don't think we've really posted much yet. have
We haven't.
Not quite.
Craig and I wanted to mush them all together because I think most of them are on Craig's phone and make like a big long video of them all just to put on YouTube too. So you can
Yes.
just watch them in their full
Glory.
unedited glory. Yeah.
We can also like put after we heard those footsteps because we all traveled up the stairs. I got that little recording. We can kind of all like mush them together and make a little fun video for you guys.
Yeah.
A compilation.
A
compilation.
compilation of vlogger style. Come to my crib.
Cribs.
Come to my crypt.
My crib too. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay. This isn't like, but Peter set up his trail cam.
Oh, yeah.
And it's motion activated. We got several still frames of nothing.
Like something triggered it, but didn't show up on camera.
Yeah. So that was kind of cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I slept like the dead. That bed was so freaking comfortable. It was so good. And there was no cat. So that was great.
Yeah. It was good. It was good. We have a Facebook.
At Seance with my siblings.
We have an Instagram.
At Seance with my siblings.
We have a Tumblr.
Seance with my siblings.
And a Gmail where you can talk with us.
Yes.
You can send us your ghost stories or cryptid stories or UFO stories. Or just say hi.
Like
those-
we just talked about.
Yeah. Seance with my siblings at gmail.com.
Yep.
Woo!
Send them there.
Well,
You can
everyone.
put a subject line in ghosts
Oh.
or some shit.
Thanks for listening,
Yeah,
everybody.
thanks everyone.
Thanks for coming to the seance for one whole year. That's
1
like,
year.
if that's 55 episodes, that's 55 hours of your life that you've dedicated to our nonsense. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Everyone wave at the camera, the microphone.
Bye.
Wave at the microphone.
Bye.
Bye.